Let's modify our previous code to say goodbye to the user at the end. First, we'll add the goodbye string to the data section and use the write syscall to print it to the console. But as you can see, there's a problem. Our code no longer fits on the screen. It's also annoying to have to retype the same code each time we want to write to the console. We can solve both of these problems with macros. A macro is created by writing %sign macro, the name of the macro, and some text, ending it with %end macro. Everywhere the name of the macro is written will be replaced by the text defined in the macro. When defining a macro, you also must write the number of arguments that will be passed in. You will choose where these arguments are located in the resulting text. When you use a macro, it essentially copies and pastes whatever you defined it as with the arguments given. Let's move the first section of our code that writes to the console. Instead of hard coding in the location and length of the string, we will use a macro that takes two arguments. The first argument as the location of the string and the second argument as the length. To use the arguments, we write a % and the index of the argument starting at 1. Next, let's replace our goodbye code with the macro and write the first message at the beginning with the macro as well. This helped a lot, but the code is still pretty long. Let's create a new file named io.asm, io meaning input-output, and move the macro into this file. Back in the main file, at the top, we will include io.asm, allowing us to use what's written in it.